Hi, I'm David Liew from Melbourne, Australia, reporting for Room Now once again from ACR 21, meant to be in San Francisco, but now virtual, of course. It's the end of the first day. It's been a great day of conference. It's been so much going on. I want to talk a little bit about early RA and the development, and others will talk a bit about the ARIA study, which looks at abatacept in patients with MRI findings and arthralgias and ACPA positivity without any clinical synovitis. And there's plenty to talk about there. But what I want to talk about is a bit about Gerd Burmester's talk. He talked about sequential steps to intercept RA. And if you thought the Hench lecture last year on the history of RA treatment was elegant, this was really beautiful, going through some pretty heavy science, but then also ending some really practical points. And I mean, the heavy science really traverse the ideas that sit behind the development of systemic autoimmunity. Now, I don't really, and what that means for rheumatoid arthritis. Now, I don't want to kind of go into depth, but really how that transitions to autoimmune disease, of course, involves all the things that we've come to know about over the course of time, citrullination and post-translational modification, trying to think about what we know about antigens and what we don't know, the increasingly understood role of the microbiome, macrophages and fibroblasts, and of course in NEGM from earlier on this year, the prime cells and what that might mean. So it's been an exciting time. But after all those heavy immunological concepts, which possibly aren't necessarily primed for clinical practice right now, he actually highlighted what actually had been put together by some Australian colleagues of mine about looking at the evidence. What are 11 ways to reduce your patient's risk from RA? Knowing what we know now, being able to access what we've got now, what can we do about it? So I'm going to go through them for you. 11 ways to stay away from RA. Number 1, cease smoking. I think that's we've known that for a while. 2, reduce exposure to inhaled silica, dust, and occupational risks. And we've seen increasing data in this space come up and again. So I think that's it's really becoming a stronger and stronger case. 3, maintain a healthy weight. 4, increase leisure time physical activity. 5, maintain good dental hygiene. 6, maximize breastfeeding if able, and that's dose-dependent benefit to the mother there. 7, maximize dietary quality and avoid high salt diets. 8, consume high levels of omega-3 fatty acids in fish. 9, reduce consumption of sugar-sweetened soft drinks. 10, consume moderate levels of alcohol. And 11, remain vitamin D replete. There's evidence behind all of those, and I'm sure there's plenty more to learn. But if anyone ever asks you what you can do now, there are certainly 11 ways that we can stay away from RA. Now, I need to go away, get out from behind my desk from this virtual conference and start working on some of those. But there's going to be plenty more from Room Now from this meeting. It's a massive meeting, and we've got a great faculty working on some good content. So hope you keep on tuning in. Thanks very much.